The Los Angeles Dodgers were hit with completely unexpected news just hours before the start of their highly anticipated series against the Atlanta Braves. Shohei Ohtani, the biggest name in all of baseball, had abruptly withdrawn from the series without any prior warning or explanation. The news sent immediate shockwaves throughout the entire baseball world, leaving fans, reporters, and even his own teammates scrambling for answers. Why would Ohtani suddenly pull out of such an important series? Was it an injury? A personal matter? Something far more serious? And why did manager Dave Roberts wait so long before finally revealing the real reason behind this shocking decision? When the official starting lineup for the opening game of the Braves series was released early that morning, reporters immediately noticed that something was very wrong. Shohei Ohtani's name was completely absent from the lineup card. Media personnel at the stadium could not believe what they were seeing. In a matter of seconds, phones were buzzing across every press box and media outlet in the country. Journalists who cover the Dodgers daily described the moment as one of the most surprising they had ever experienced covering the team. Nobody had any warning. Nobody had any explanation. The silence from the Dodgers organization in those first few hours only made the anxiety worse. Freddie Freeman was one of the first players to be approached by reporters seeking answers. Freeman admitted openly that he was completely caught off guard when he arrived at the stadium and learned that Ohtani would not be playing. He said that his very first thought was that something serious had happened, and that feeling of concern spread quickly through the entire Dodgers roster. Freeman said that Ohtani is the kind of player who shows up every single day no matter what, so when his name was missing from that lineup, everyone immediately knew that something significant was going on behind the scenes. The tension inside the stadium continued to build throughout the morning as more and more reporters arrived expecting answers that simply were not coming. Sources inside the Dodgers organization revealed that even several senior team officials were not fully informed about the exact nature of Ohtani's withdrawal in the early hours of the morning. The information was being kept extremely close within a very small circle of people, which only added to the growing sense of mystery and concern surrounding the situation. Mookie Betts spoke briefly with reporters before the game and confirmed that the mood inside the clubhouse was unusually tense. Betts said that when a player of Ohtani's caliber and dedication suddenly disappears from the lineup without explanation, it naturally creates a very unsettled feeling among the entire team. He said that players were checking their phones constantly, hoping for some kind of update or message that would explain what was happening. Betts revealed that even the coaching staff seemed to be receiving very limited information during those early morning hours, which made the atmosphere inside the facility feel even more uncertain. Several veteran Dodgers players privately admitted to being genuinely worried about Ohtani's condition. Many of them immediately thought back to the ongoing concern surrounding his left knee, which had been closely monitored by team medical staff throughout the season. Others wondered whether something had happened during his most recent training session that had forced the team to make this sudden and dramatic decision. Whatever the reason was, the entire Dodgers organization was on edge and desperately waiting for clarity. All eyes then turned to manager Dave Roberts, who was expected to face reporters before the game and provide some kind of explanation for Ohtani's shocking absence. However, Roberts initially kept his answers extremely brief and carefully worded, telling reporters only that Ohtani would not be available for the series and that more information would be provided at the appropriate time. This response only intensified the wave of speculation that was already sweeping across every major sports media platform in the country. Social media erupted almost instantly. Fans from around the world began posting their own theories about why Ohtani had suddenly withdrawn. Some feared a serious injury setback. Others speculated about personal matters. A small number of reports even suggested that there may have been some kind of disagreement within the organization. The speculation grew so intense that MLB reporters from across the country were contacting their sources inside the Dodgers organization trying to piece together exactly what had happened. Throughout all of this chaos and uncertainty, the Dodgers went ahead and played their game against the Braves. But even as the game unfolded on the field, the conversation in the stands, in the press box, and across every television broadcast remained almost entirely focused on one question. Where was Shohei Ohtani, and what was the real reason behind his sudden withdrawal from the series? Then finally, after the game had concluded, manager Dave Roberts stepped in front of the cameras and microphones and delivered the explanation that the entire baseball world had been desperately waiting for. Roberts took a deep breath before speaking and made it very clear from the beginning that what he was about to share was something he had wanted to handle with the utmost care and sensitivity. Roberts revealed that Ohtani had been quietly dealing with a physical issue that had developed rapidly over the past 48 hours. He explained that team medical staff had been monitoring the situation very closely and that after thorough consultation with doctors and specialists, the decision was made that Ohtani needed to step away from the series completely in order to prevent the situation from becoming significantly worse. Roberts emphasized that this was not a decision that anyone took lightly, least of all Ohtani himself, who had fought hard to try to find a way to still participate in the series. Roberts said that Ohtani came to him personally the night before and expressed how deeply frustrated he was about being unable to take the field. He said that Ohtani sat across from him with a very serious expression and made it clear that walking away from a series against the Braves was one of the hardest things he had been asked to do all season. Roberts described that conversation as one of the most emotional and honest exchanges he had ever had with a player during his entire managerial career. The Dodgers manager went on to reveal additional details that painted a fuller picture of just how seriously the medical team had taken this situation. According to Roberts, specialists had advised that pushing Ohtani to play through this issue even for a single game could have resulted in consequences that would have threatened not just the remainder of this season but potentially his long-term health and career. When faced with that reality, the decision became clear even though it was enormously painful for everyone involved. Roberts confirmed that Ohtani is currently receiving around-the-clock treatment and care from the Dodgers medical staff and that the team's top priority is ensuring his full and complete recovery. He said that there is genuine optimism within the organization that Ohtani will be back on the field sooner than many people currently fear, but that no specific return date has been set at this time. Roberts made it absolutely clear that the Dodgers will not rush Ohtani back under any circumstances and that his health comes before everything else including wins, losses, and standings. When asked how the rest of the team was responding to the news, Roberts said that the reaction inside the clubhouse had been one of complete unity and support. He said that every single player understood the situation and that the team was fully committed to stepping up and filling the void left by Ohtani's absence during this period. Roberts said he had full confidence in the players around him and that the Dodgers would continue to compete at the highest level while their most important player focused on getting healthy. Back in the clubhouse, Freeman gathered the team together after Roberts finished speaking with the press. Sources inside the facility say that Freeman delivered a passionate and emotional message to his teammates, urging them to come together and play for Ohtani during his absence. Several players who were present described Freeman's words as incredibly motivating and said that the energy in the room shifted completely in that moment. One player said that everyone left that clubhouse feeling more determined than ever to perform well and make Ohtani proud while he recovers. Later that evening, a short message from Ohtani himself was shared with the team through Freeman. In the message, Ohtani thanked his teammates for their support and promised that he would be back on the field as soon as his body allowed. He said that watching his teammates play hard every day gives him the motivation to work through his recovery with everything he has. He also said that he misses being out there more than words can express and that returning to the field is the only thing on his mind. The message left several players visibly emotional. Bet said that receiving those words from Ohtani made the entire team even more motivated to perform at their absolute best. He said that when you know how badly your teammate wants to be out there with you, it pushes you to give everything you have every single night. As the Dodgers prepare to continue their series against the Braves without their biggest star, the entire baseball world will be watching and waiting for the moment Shohei Ohtani steps back onto that field. Because when he does, it will be one of the most celebrated returns the sport has ever seen. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting and up-to-date baseball news.